Good day, good people. How are you? Today I want to look at ZIMSEC Mathematics Paper 1, June 2018. Hours, time 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay, so candidates not allowed to use calculators. All right. So let's look at it. Okay. So we have question number 1. The instruction says, neither mathematical tables, nor sliding rulers, nor calculators may be used in this paper. Okay, so we are given 3,598 is a number in standard form. Okay, so it's a number in standard form. I'm going to say 53598. Okay, in standard form. So we are moving from this side here to a number which is between 1 and 9. So we move 1 places, 2 places, 3 places to get what? 3,598. In the number in standard form will be a number which is between 1 and what? 1 and 9. So we've moved 3 places to our left, which means moving from from right to left. Our power is what? Is positive. So it's now positive what? Positive 3. Okay, so that's our answer. 3.598 times 10 to the power of what? To the power of 3. Okay, then correct it to two significant figures. 3,598. So to three significant figures. To two significant figures, 1, 2. Then you look at 9, the next number, which is 5 and above. So we can add 1 here. So answer will be 3, 6. Since there's no comma here, the rest are zeros. So it's now 3, 0, 0. So our answer will be 3, 6, 0, 0. Then find the approximate value of a root of what? A root of 3,598. Okay, so this one is in any calculator version, but if you may use a calculator to find this value, there is no whole number. It might be 59 comma something. Okay, so we are asked to estimate, approximate what value. So we are estimating the square root, which is close to 3,598. Okay, so if we multiply 60 times 60, that's 0, 0, 3 times 3, that's 36. So 3,600 is close to 3,598. So the approximate, the estimated number would be what? Would be 60. So that's the estimated number, which is what? Which is 60. So you write what? You write 60. Okay. The next one, find the exact value of the first one. So guys, when answering these papers, as you can see, there are questions here, then question 1, 2, and 3. So you can divide your papers maybe into 3 compartments. Then the first one, second one, and what? And third one, you can use a what? A ruler. Okay, so 7.03 minus, let's arrange our numbers. So 2 comma 1, 4, and what? And 5. So we are subtracting. Okay, so 0, add 0 here. So 0 minus 5, it can't add 1, then you carry 1 is now 5. 10 minus 5, you get what? You get 5. Then 3 minus 5, you can't add 1 here, then you can carry 1 here, it becomes 2. So it's now 13 minus what? 13 minus 5, that's 8. Right? So that's 8. Then 0 minus 2, it can't carry 1 here. We add 1 here, then we carry 1 below, is now 3. So 10 minus 2, we get 8. Then 7 minus 3, we get 4, right? Yeah, get 4. So it's now 4,885. So answer is 4,885. Okay, then 4,32. So 4,32 multiplied by 0,11. Okay, let's just ignore the commas. Okay, so we are multiplying. So we are multiplying with this first one here. So we're going to add because these are tens. Okay, so 1 times 2, that's 2. 1 times 3, that's 3. 1 times 4, that's what? That's 4. Then 1 times 2, that's 2. 1 times 3, that's 3. 1 times 4, that's 4. Then we can add now. So it's now 2, 5, 7, 4. Okay, so there are how many places? How many decimal places? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to count 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. So answer will be 0,4752. Okay, so that's our answer. 0,4752. Okay, the last one. Simplify 1 and 7 over 8 plus 2 and 1 over 3 is a mixed number. Okay, so we can multiply by 1 times 8, that's 8. 8 plus 7, get 15 over what? Over 8, and plus 3 times 2, that's 6 plus 1, that's 7. So 7 over what? 7 over 3. So let's look for what? LCM, or common denominator, which is equals to what? 24. So 8 into 24, that's 3. 3 times 15, that will be 45. Plus 3 into 24, that will be 8. 24, that's 8. 8 times 7, so that's 50, 56. Okay, so 45 plus 56. 5 plus 6, that's 11, carry 1. 9 plus 1, that's 10. Over what? Over 24. Remember, it says leaving answer as a what? As a mixed fraction. So we get 4 and 5 over 24. So that's leaving our answer as a what? As a mixed number. Put together, it's now 4 and 5 over what? 5 over 24. Okay, and another one right here. So express the time 0025 in 24-hour notation. So this one is 25 past 12, which is midnight. So 25 past 12, 25 past 12 is what? It's now AM. It's now AM. The moment it is 000, it's now midnight. Then 01, it's now at AM. Okay, so the time will be what? In 24-hour, it will be 12 25 AM. Okay, right. So another question, it reads: a good train left Johannesburg at 20:30, which means 8:30. Half past 8. That's in 24-hour. 8:30. In 12-hour is what? PM. On Wednesday, and arrived at Bedbridge after traveling for 27 hours 45 minutes. State the day on which the train arrived at Bedbridge. Okay, so simple mathematics here. Train leaves what? Johannesburg at what? 20 what? 23rd. Okay, so if you add 24 hours, 24 hours, that will be, so this one is what? It's Wednesday. So if you add 24 hours, that will be 20, 30, that That will be on what? On Thursday, right? Are we together? That will be on Thursday. So we are left with another 3 hours. 3 hours 45 what? 45 minutes. Okay. So if you add 3 hours 45 minutes to this one, that would be 12 what? 12:50 or 00 what? 00:15. Okay. So this one is what? On Thursday. So the moment you reach 00, that would be what? That would be Friday, right? So Friday. So the train which is what? Bed Bridge on what? On Friday. That's on what? On Friday. Okay. Then the other one, find the time at which the train arrived at Bed Bridge. So in 12 hour, it will be 12 what? 12:15 a.m. If in 24 hours, 00:15. Okay. Are we together? Loud and clear, right? Okay. Then another one, evaluate. We want to evaluate this one right here. Root of what? 30027. Okay. So let's switch it right here. So this one 0,0273. So let's express this one as a fraction. It's same as 27 over how many decimal places here do we have? 3. So it's over 1000. Okay. Then 3 in. So we want to look for a number that we multiply 3 times. The number that multiplies itself 3 times to get 27. That number is what? Is 3. And the number that multiplies itself 3 times to get 1000. That number is what? That number is 10. So our answer would be 3 over 10, or some would say 0, 0,0,3. 3 into 10 into 3, that's 0. Then into 30, that's 3. So 0,0,3. 0,3. Okay. Another one. Another one. That's 1 and 7 over 9 to the power of 1/2. Okay. So 1 times 9, that's 9 plus 7, that will be 16 over 9 to the power of 1 to the power of half. So you can simply do this one, 6 and 9. So this power half is same as what? Putting out a square root, or a 2 here, then a 1 here. So a number that multiplies itself twice to get 16, that number is what? Is 4. And the number that multiplies itself twice to get 9, that number is what? Is 3. So 3 into 4, that would be 1, remainder 1 over 3. So it's 1 and 1 over 3. 1 and 1 over what? Over 3. Okay. Then the last one on this page, so it's what? Part C, 3 to the power of 0 multiplied by 3 to the power of minus what? Minus 2. Okay. So these are same bases. So let's add our index power. So 0 plus minus 2. Why adding? Because we are multiplying, so we add. So 0, we get negative what? Negative 2. That's not our answer. And remember, every whole number is over 1. So one. Question number 5. State the number of lines of symmetry of a regular nonagon. A nonagon is a shape with 9 sides. So regular means all sides and angles are equal. So the number of lines of symmetry, so since it is a regular nonagon, the number of lines of symmetry is what? Is 9. So the shape is what? 9 lines of symmetry, and it also has 9 a rotational order of what? Of symmetry. So together, then the sum, part B, the sum of interior angles of a regular polygon is 3,960 degrees. Find the number of sides. So we can use this one. We are given the sum. We are given the sum of interior. So we're going to say sum of interior is equals to 180 n minus 2. So I'm going to shortcut it. It as sum is equals to 180 n minus 2. So the sum we are given right here is 3960 is equals to 180 then n minus 2. So let's divide both sides by what? By 180. Both sides by 180. Then we cancel this, we cancel this. So 180 into 3,960, we get 22. So 22 is equals to n minus 2. Okay, so I want to find the value of n. N is the number of sides. So 22 plus 2 is equals to n. So 24 is equals to n. So this shape right here with sum of interior angles of 3,960 is got what? 24 sides. I'm going to write 24 what? 24 number of sides. Number of what? Of sides. Okay, that's number of sides. All right, then another one. Question number 6. Simplify 1044 base 8 minus 175 base 8, giving answer base 8 are easy 0, 10, 0, 0, 4, 4, 8. And same base is right. So 175 base 8. We are subtracting. Okay. So when subtracting, if a number on top is smaller than the number below, you add a base on top, then you carry one below. So 4 minus 5 can't, so we're going to add a base on top, which is 8, and carry one below. So this one is now at 8. Don't forget to carry one below. So 4 plus 8, that's 12. And 12 minus 5. What do you get? 12 minus 5, you get 7. Okay, so we get what? We get 7, right? Then write 7. 4 minus 8, it can't again. So I'm going to add a base on top, which is 8, and carry one below. So it's now 2. So 4 plus 8, that's 12 minus 8. That's what? That's 4. Okay. Then 0 minus 2, it can't. So we add a base on top, 8, and carry one below. So 0 plus 8, that's 8 minus 2. That would be 6. So base what? Base 8. So answer is 647 base 8. So 647 base 8. Okay. So let's convert 10, 1, 1, 1 base 2 to a number in base 6. Okay, guys. So this one is from another base. One take it to base what? To base 6. So we cannot convert it directly to base 6 without converting first to base what? To base 10. So I'm going to write 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, base 2. So in base 10. So we're going to write 0 to my last digit here, then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So that would be 1 multiplied by 1 base 2, 2 to the power of what? To the power of 4. Okay. 0 multiplied by 2 to the power of 3, and we all know that we are going to get a 0 right here, but let me just write it. Okay, plus we are now on this one, 1 multiplied by 2 to the power of what? To the power of 2, then plus 1 multiplied by 2 to the power of what? To the power of 1, and the last one will be 1 multiplied by 2 to the power of what? To the power of 0. So 1 times 2 to the power of 4, that will be what? 16 plus 0 times 2 to the power of 3, that's 8. 8 times 0, that's 0, plus 1 times 2 to the power of 2, that's 4. 4 times 1, that's 4, plus 2 to the power of 1, that's 2 times 1, that's 2, plus any number to the power of 0, that's 1. So 2 to the power of 0, that's 1. 1 times 1, that's 1. So 16 plus 4, 20, 22, 23. So 23 base 10. Okay. So I want to find, I want to convert this now 23 in base what? In base 6. So then we write 23, then divide by what? By 6. So here will be a column of what? Remain, and always remember our remainders are our answers. Okay. So 6 into 23. Okay. 6 into 20. That's 3. Remainder what? Remainder 5. Okay. Then 6 into 3. That's 0. Remainder what? Remainder 3. Remember our remainders are the answer, and we take from bottom going what? Upwards. So it's now 3 what? 3, 5. So answer will be 3, 5, base what? Base 6. Easy. Okay. Next question. Oh, this one is on circle geometry, my favorite. Okay, so circle geometry is not as that hard as we think, guys. But the most important thing is to know those theorems. Okay, so we are given the diagram X, W, X, Y, and Z are points of circumference of a circle center O. Center O. WX is equals to XY, which means this triangle WXY is an isosceles triangle with these two base angles which are equal together, and we're given this angle right here, which is what? Which is 42. Okay, so the easiest part is that, so since we are told that this one is circle center O, which means this line ZX is in what? Is in diameter. So angle subtended by the diameter here to the circumference here. So this diameter to the circumference here, this whole angle right here is 90 degrees. So we're going to say 90 plus what? Plus 42. 90 plus 42. 90 plus 42. That's 2. That's what? That's 18. So we're going to say 180 minus 32. Why 180 minus 132? It's the sum of each triangle, every triangle. In this way, it adds up to 180. Okay. So 10 minus 2, that's 8. Then carry 1 here. So that will be 40 what? 48. So this angle right here is 40. Is 48. Okay. So it's 48. All right, simple. Okay, so the other one, we have a theorem say angles subtended by the same chord to the circumference are equal. So this angle and this angle right here, they are equal. Why are they equal? Because they are originating from the same point, from the same chord, which is WX to this point, then WX to this point. So this angle right here is 42 degrees. Okay, so if this one is 42 degrees, this also means that this part here is 42. Why am I saying so? Because WXY is an isosceles triangle. So these two base angles, they are equal. So this one is what? Is 42 degrees, this angle right here. Okay, so we can now find this part of the angle right here. Since the whole of it is 90 degrees, we're going to say 90 minus 42, that will be 8. Okay, carry 1, 5. So 5 minus what? 9 minus 5, that's 40, 48. So this angle right here is 48 degrees. And also this angle right here is also 48. Why 48? Because they are subtracted by the same chord, which is ZW to this point, and sorry, ZY to this point, ZY to this point. So these angles, they are what? They are equal. So, and if we, so guys, I'm saying if I add these angles right here, 42 plus 42 plus 48 plus 48, if I do not get 180 degrees, it means something's wrong, but we can still get 180 degrees if I add these angles and this angle and these two what? These two angles are we together. So let's say we want to find this one, this angle right here. So we're going to say 48 plus what? 48 plus 42, that will be 90, minus 180, that will be also what? 90. So these angles are equal. They are called vertically opposite what? Opposite angles. Are we together? Okay, so now calculate WYX. WYX, that's 42. 42 degrees. Okay, then YWZ. YWZ, this angle right here, YWZ, this angle right here is 40, 48, and we write 48 degrees. Then WXY, WXY, this whole angle right here, WXY. So I'm going to add 48 plus what? Plus 48. Okay, so that's 6, that will be 90 what? 90, 96. That's our final answer. Okay, are we together? Okay, so solve the equations. We're given these equations. The first one is 1 over 3 x minus 1 is equals to 7. Okay, so 1, there are so many ways to solve this one. One would multiply all sides by 3 by 3 by 3, or some would just say 1 over 3 x is equals to 7. A negative 1 to this place, now positive 1. So that would be 1 over 3 x is equals to 8. Then you can cross multiply here, right? So 1x times 1, that's 1x is equals to 3 times this one, that's 20, 24. So x is equals to 20 what? 24. So the value of x is equals to 20, 24. Okay, so this one. Then part B of the question says 4 raised to the power of 2n minus 3 is equals to 8. Right, so the first thing is to equate our basis. So 4 is same as 2 to the power of 2 multiplied by 2n minus 3, and 8 is same as 2 to the power of what? To the power of 3. Right, to the power of 3. So same basis, we cancel them. So we're left with 2 multiplied by 2n minus 3 is equals to 3. Why am I putting this bracket sum? We'll just multiply 2 and then they will end up what? Forgetting multiply what? Negative 3. So this one, I'll be able to multiply all of it by what? By 2. So 2 multiplied by this one, that's 4n minus 2 multiplied by this one, that's 6 is equals to 3. So we want to find the value of what? Of n. So 4n is equals to 3. Negative 6 to this side is now positive 6. Then 4n is equals to 9. Then divide both sides by 4 and both sides by what? By 4. Okay. So n is equals to 4 into 9. We get what? We get 2. Remainder 1 over 4. So the value of n is 2 and 1 over 4. Okay, easy. Next one. 3 sets A, B, and C are such that A, then this one, B. Okay, so A, so it means A contains B, right? Or A is in B, then C is in what? In A. A is in B, or A is a subset of what? Of B. Are we together? Okay. So in the answer space and right, draw a Venn diagram to show the relationship between A, B, and C. Since A contains B, right? So since B contains A and A contains C, that means B is the outer layer. So you can draw something like this, 3 circles here, right? Okay, so the first one is C, then the second one is what? Is circle A, then the third one is B. B contains A, right? And A contains C. So B contains both A and what? A and C. So that's our diagram. We can draw something like this one and draw something like this one. Okay. Okay. So this one is C. This one is B. So this one is A. This one is A, and B is the outer layer. Okay. Then next question. In the diagram, 3 sets P, Q, and R are intersecting. Use the set notation to describe the shaded part. Okay, so the 3 sets, right? So all in all, it's like P intersect Q. P intersect what? Q, and the other one is P intersect R. P intersect what? R. Okay, so in other words, it's like P intersection Q union P intersection R. Okay, so our final answer will be P intersection Q union R. That's the shaded word. That's the shaded part here. All right. So question number 10. It is given that y varies directly as the square of x minus 3. So this is direct variation. Y varies directly as the what? As the square of what? Of x minus 3. Express y in terms of x and constant k. So we're going to say y is equals to, we're going to put our constant here, then x minus what? Minus 2 squared. Okay, that's the first part. I'm going to write it here. Y is equals to k, then x minus 2 squared. Then part B, given that y is equals to 16, x is equals to 1, find y when x is equals to, okay, so it's y is equals to k bracket x minus 2 squared. So given y is 16 is equals to k, then x is equals to what? 1, so 1 minus 2 squared. So 16 is equals to k, and 1 minus 2, that's minus 1, then squared. So 16 is equals to k, 1 minus 1 squared, that will be 1. So 16 is equals to k. Okay, so the first stage is to find the value of k. So now we want to find y when x is equals to 10. So we are going to say y is equals to our formula k, then x minus 2 squared. We want to find y, so y is equals to k is what? 16, x is what? 10, minus 2 squared. So y is equals to 16, 10 minus 2, that will be 8 squared. Then y is equals to 16 times what? Times 60 times 64. Okay, so if we multiply, y is equals to 10, 20, what? 24. So I'm going to write y is equals to 10, 20, 24. That's our question on variation. Okay, so another question on simultaneous equation. So x plus y is equals 5.5, and x minus 2y is equals 2.5. Okay, so x plus y is equals 5.5. Let's write it 5.5. Then x minus 2y is equals to 2.5. Okay, so I want to use the elimination method. So let's eliminate y. Sorry, x. Let's eliminate x. So these values here are the same, so you can say x minus x. So we have same signs here. So if we have same signs, we can subtract. Different signs we add. So same signs, x minus x, that's 0. So y minus 2y. Y minus 2y, that would be 3y, is equals to 5 minus 5, that's 0. 5 minus 2, that's 3. So we divide both sides by 3 and by 3. Okay, so the value of y is equals to 1. Then we're going to sub in equation. Now let's take equation 1. X plus y is equals to 5.5. Okay, so x plus 1 is equals to 5.5, and x is equals to 5.5 minus 1, and x is equals to 5.5 minus 1, that will be what? 4.5. That will be the value of x. So x is 4.5, y is equals to what? Y is equals to 1. That's it for our simultaneous equation. Okay, question number 12. It is given that 3x plus 2y is equals to 12. The equation of a straight line. Find the gradient of the straight line. The equation of a straight line is y is equals to mx plus c. M is for the gradient. C, this is where the graph casts the y axis. So in this case, we have to rearrange our equation right here. So let's start with y. So it's 2y, then is equals to 3x to this side. It will be negative 3x plus 12 is already in its right position. So let's divide both sides by 2 and by what? By 2. Okay, so it's now y is equals 2 in this one. It's minus 1.5. Okay, then plus what? Plus 6. So the gradient of the equation, so x. So the gradient of the equation right here is negative 1.5 or negative 1, 5. So that will be negative 1.5. Don't write x. Don't write x. That's our gradient here. Then find the coordinates of the points where the straight line crosses the y-axis. So 6. The c is the value of where the graph cut the y-axis. So the coordinates now at y-axis, coordinates at y-axis is 0 and what? And 6. So that would be 0 and 6. So these are the coordinates at the point where the line crosses the y-axis. Right, next one, simplify. Let's simplify this one. So this one is same as 3 times x times x, that's x squared. Okay, then this one, let's factor out x, then x minus what? Minus 5. Division and multiplication, they goes hand in glove. Okay, so x squared minus 25, this one is the difference of two squares. So when you multiply, when you multiply here, x squared minus 25 it comes here on top. So we are inverting. Okay, so this one is the difference of two squares. So same as x minus 5, then x plus what? Plus 5 over what? Over x. Okay, so x minus 5 and x minus 5, they may cancel each. X and x right here, they cancel each. Then x and x here, they cancel each. So there's nothing left here on our denominator. So there will be 3 multiply by what? X plus what? Plus 5. You can write it like this, or you can further simplify it as 3x plus what? Plus 15. That will be 3x plus what? Plus 15. That's our final answer. Okay, formula for converting, that's number 14, temperature in degrees centigrade, degrees Celsius to a temperature in degrees Fahrenheit. F is equals to 32 plus 9c over 5. Don't be confused by these words. Okay, so we want to find the value of f when c is equals to 30. So our question is f is equals to 32 plus 9c over 5. Okay, so f is equals to 32. 32 is over 1, right? Plus 9. C is what? C is 30 over what? Over 5. Okay, so 32 over 1 plus 9 times 8, 9 times 0, that's 0. 9 times 3, that's 27 over what? Over 5. So our common denominator is what? Is 5. So 1 into 5, that's 5. 5 times 30, that's 160. Plus 5 into 5, that's 1 times this one, that's 2 what? 270. So we get what? 430 divided by what? By 5. So F is equals to, so 5 into 40, that's 8. Remainder what? Remainder 3 into 30, that's 6. So F is equals to 30, 80 what? 86. Okay, so we have been asked to make C the subject of the formula. From occasion, F is equals to 32 plus 9c over 5. Okay, so we're asked to make what? C the subject of the formula. So the easiest thing right here, you can multiply both sides by what? By 5. You can multiply both sides by 5, by 5, by 5. Okay, so multiply by 5. Here multiply by what? By 5. Here multiply by what? By 5. This one and this one, they cancel. So that will be 5f is equals to, so 32 times this one is what? 160 plus 9 what? Plus 9c. Remember, want to find the value, want to make c the subject of the formula. So it's now 5f minus what? 160 is equals to 9c. Divided both sides by 9, both sides by what? By 9. Okay, so answer will be 5f minus 160 over 9 is equals to c. So c is equals to 5f minus 160 all over what? All over 9. So if make c the subject of the formula. Okay, next one, expand and simplify. Oh, easy. Okay, this one plus 5, then 2 minus 4 minus 4x. Okay, so we remove brackets by multiplication. So minus 3 times x, that's minus 3x. Minus times a minus, that's plus 3 times 7, that's 21. Plus 5 times 2, that's 10. Minus 5 times this one, that's minus 20. X, let's group all like terms here. Minus 3 minus 3x minus 20x, that's minus 23x. 21 plus 10, that's plus what? 30, 31. Let's start with the positive, so that will be 31 minus 23x. That will be our final answer. 31 minus 23x. Okay. The length of a regular hexagon is 3.4, correct to 1 decimal place. Find the least possible perimeter of the hexagon. So a hexagon is shaped with how many sides? It's 6 sides. Okay. Then another key point here is least. So the least we add, so we subtract 0.5 to the last digit, right? So 0.5, okay, to the last what digit. So here that's 5, that's 3, then here that would be 3. So 3.35, that's the least possible what side, right? Of what, of one side of what, of a hexagon. So we're going to say 3.35 multiplied by what, by 6, because it's a hexagon is shaped with what, with 6 sides. Okay, so 5 times 6, that's 30, carry 3, 18, 19, 20, 21, 1 carry 2, 18 plus 2, that's 20. I'm going to place after the comma 2, so it's 20 point what, point 10. So that will be the possible perimeter of the what, of the hexagon. And perimeter is the added distance right around the shape. Okay, we on this one. Factorize completely. Let's factorize it completely. X to the power of 3 minus x. So we factor out x. Then we leave with x squared minus 1. This one is the difference of 2 squares, so that will be x minus 1, and x plus what, plus 1. So we factorize it completely. And the second one, x squared plus 2x plus 1. So we take this one and multiply this one, we get 1x squared. So this one is product and sum. So I want to look for two factors that if you multiply we get 1, and if you add we get 2. So these two factors are 1 and what, 1 and 1. So if you multiply 1 times 1 you get 1, and if you add 1 plus 1 you get 2. That's why it is called product and what, and sum. Okay, so since you find the two factors and we are starting with a letter here, you can just write x, then this is positive 1, the other one is also positive 1, positive 1. In other words, x plus 1 what, squared. Okay, so you've managed to factorize these two. Then the next part, hence or otherwise, find the highest common factor. Highest common factor comes from common bases with the lowest index power. So x plus 1 is common here, and it's also common here. With lowest power is just x plus 1, right? So it's just x plus what, x plus 1. So we'll write x plus 1 in brackets, then factorizing this one, it's x plus 1 squared, then the above one is x bracket x minus 1, x plus 1. Okay, so these are 4 easy marks. Let's go to the next question. Okay, so it's given that p is equals 3 minus 4, q is equals negative 20x. Calculate p minus q in terms of what, in terms of x. So p is what, p minus q, p is 3, then negative 4, q is negative 2, and x. So 3 minus minus 2, that will be 5, minus x minus 4 minus x, that's minus 4, minus x, that's in terms of what, in terms of x. Then magnitude of p, vector p. So vector p is what, 3 and 4. So magnitude will be x squared plus y squared. This is our x, this is our y. So x, that's 3 squared plus y, that's minus 4 squared. So that will be 9 plus 16, that will be 25, a root 25, that will be what, that will be 5, that will be our. The marks of 6 students who wrote a mathematics test are as follows: 15, 14, 9, 12, 11, and 15. Find the median mark of the 6. So median is number at the center, but we first arrange our numbers in ascending or descending order. So the least number right here is 9, followed by what? by 11, followed by 12, followed by what? By 14, followed by 15, followed by what? By 15. After that, you can recount them to see if they are still 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good. So you can start these two, counter them, and there are two numbers at the center. What are we going to do? We're going to add them, they divided by what? By 2. So we're going to say 12 plus 14 divided by what? By 2. So that will be 6, 2 divided by 2 to get what? To get 13. So 13 is our median. Okay. As 7 students got X marks from the same test and the mean for the 7 numbers was 13. Find the mark of the 7 students. Symbol, symbol, symbol. Okay, so this one, mean, remember guys, mean is equals to total over number of numbers or frequency. Number of what? Of numbers, right? So we're going to add 15 plus 14 plus 9 plus 12 plus 11 plus 15, then plus the x is the new entry, right? So these numbers, they are the total number of numbers are 7 numbers, right? And the mean is what? The mean is 13. So we want to add these numbers right here. So if we add all these numbers, if we add all of them, we get 76. 76 plus what? Plus x over 7 is equals to 13. Then we cross multiply 7 times 3. 7 times 3, that's 21. Carry 2, 7, 8, 9, 91. So 91 is equals to 96 plus x. So we say 91 minus 91 minus 90 what? 91 minus 70, 76. 91 minus 76 is equals to so that will be what? 15 is equals to x. So the new entry of the 7 student is what? Is 15. 15 good mark. Okay, next question. So the inequality 2 bracket x minus 3 less than what? Less than 7. Okay, so let's solve it. We remove brackets by multiplication. That will be 2x minus 6 less than what? 7. Then 2x less than 7 plus what? Plus 6. Then 2x 7 plus this one, that will be 13 divided by 2 and by 2. So x is less than 6 and what? 6 and a half. Write down the largest perfect square that satisfies the inequality. So if we put this one on what? Number line, that one 6, 27, this one will be 5. So 6 and a half is somewhere here. We don't shade the circle, so we are going to this one less than x. So write down the largest perfect square that satisfies the inequality. So the largest perfect square, the first perfect square we counter going to this one is 4. 4, that is the largest perfect square that we will encounter through this what number line. So the largest perfect square, guys, is 4, right? And our equation is x less than 6 and what? 6 and a half. Then another question, 2 similar bottles have a height of 8 and what? 12 centimeters. The mass of the bottle of height of 8 is equal to 40. So let's first reduce this one. 4, that's 2, 4, that's 3. So the one with 8 is 40. So 8 is being represented by 2. So 2 is a mass of what? 40 grams. So find the mass of this similar bottle with the height of 12 12 is now being represented by what? By 3. We're going to say 3. Are we getting more or less? Yes, we are getting more. So it's now 3 over 2 multiplied by what? By 40. 2 into 40, that will be 20. 3 times 20, that will be 60 grams. So 60 grams is mass of the what? Of the bottle with a height of 12 centimeters. So it's 60 grams. 60 grams. Then another one here. Triangle ABC with AB is equals to 9, BC is equals to, then this one is equals to 120 degrees. Use much of the information given below as necessary. Tan 60, sine 60, cos 60. The area of triangle. This triangle right here is a right angle triangle. So area of right angle triangle is half AB sine what? Sine theta. So it's going to be half AB. These are the two sides that you are given. 4 times 9 times what? Sine 120. But sine 120, we are given what? Sine 60. Okay, so in sine 60, we're going to use what? 0.87. So we're going to say half of 4, that's 2. 2 times this one, that will be 18. Multiplied by 0.8 what? 0.87. So to get 15.66 it's what? Centimeter. So that will be centimeter what? Squared. Okay. Then we're asked to find the length of AC leaving under the said form. So our shape right here is an right angle triangle. We're given two sides and included angles. So we're going to say use cosine rule for sides with a formula. A squared is equals to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC, then cos what? Cos A. Okay, so we want to find the CA squared is equals to the sides which are given. We're going to square them. 4 plus 9 squared minus what? Minus 2 times 4 times 9, then cos 120. So I'm going to say x squared is equals to 16 plus what? Plus 81 minus 8. 8 times 9, that's 70. 2 cos 120 degrees. So x squared is equals to a 6. Guys.